moments when nature only needs seconds to change everything. Terrifying storms, historic floods, and world-shattering disasters. These are authentic images capturing the most terrifying power of nature and humanity's struggle for survival amidst catastrophe. You are watching 911 Rescue POV, a compilation of the world's most horrific natural disaster moments. A woman was relaxing in a hammock above the water when a crocodile suddenly lunged toward her. Within seconds, the peaceful scene turned into a terrifying moment that left viewers stunned. Two men continued fishing while massive waves violently crashed against the rocky shore. Just seconds later, a gigantic wave suddenly surged toward them, turning the situation extremely dangerous. A massive explosion suddenly erupted in the middle of the night, creating a gigantic fireball that engulfed the entire area. Sparks and huge columns of smoke shot high into the sky, horrifying everyone who witnessed it. Within seconds, the scene had turned into a raging sea of fire.
Holy oh my God.
The ground suddenly exploded violently, sending a massive column of smoke, dirt, and debris high into the air. Just moments later, the entire road disappeared into thick dust and powerful shock waves. A violent storm suddenly swept through a parking lot with extremely strong winds, sending debris flying and shaking vehicles violently. Within moments, the entire area was swallowed by heavy rain and chaotic, swirling winds. The young man's sharp instincts helped him avoid a dangerous situation at the very last second. A gigantic rock suddenly collapsed from a mountainside cliff, sending thick dust across the entire mining area. The thunderous sound and massive flow of debris created a truly terrifying scene.
Oh my God!
A vehicle driving through a violent storm was suddenly caught in swirling winds with heavy rain and nearly zero visibility. Powerful gusts shook the vehicle non-stop while trees and roadside objects were knocked down in chaos. Within seconds, the road turned into a terrifying scene that looked like the center of a hurricane. POV, a crocodile suddenly bursts out of the water. A dangerous moment unfolded when a truck suddenly lost control on the road. A large section of wall suddenly cracked and completely collapsed within seconds, sending rocks and concrete crashing into the area below. A sudden thunder strike startled a mechanic while he was repairing a vehicle.
Sachant que le prochain coup pourrait frapper encore plus près.
Slippery roads combined with poor visibility nearly caused a serious traffic accident that could have been avoided. A pickup truck suddenly burst into flames at a gas station, creating a massive column of black smoke that covered the entire area. The fire spread rapidly within minutes, causing people to panic and flee as the risk of an explosion grew more dangerous. A sudden flash of light followed by electrical sparks created an unexpected and highly dangerous situation. A truck carrying an excavator crashed into a tunnel with insufficient height clearance, causing the heavy machinery on the back to slam violently into the structure before the entire vehicle tipped sideways in the middle of the road.
Raison assez bizarre.
A wild elephant suddenly appeared in the middle of the night and calmly walked straight into a residential yard, with security cameras capturing the shocking and unbelievable moment. Just one charge from the massive animal could have caused serious damage, leaving the entire neighborhood unable to look away from the terrifying scene. Massive waves suddenly crashed over the seawall and flooded straight into a coastal neighborhood, forcing residents and even police officers to run for safety in panic. Within seconds, seawater submerged the streets, creating chaos that looked like a mini tsunami striking the city. Gigantic waves repeatedly slammed into a ship during a violent storm, turning the deck into a sea of water within seconds. The camera shook violently as a massive wall of white water suddenly swept across the vessel, making everything disappear into the chaotic ocean mist. The terrifying power of the sea during extreme weather left everyone stunned by the desperate fight for survival offshore. A truck suddenly stopped on an overpass just seconds before part of the road ahead completely collapsed, creating a heart-stopping moment in the rain-soaked city. The driver narrowly escaped disaster as the entire section of roadway suddenly disappeared during busy traffic hours. Residents panicked and fled when flames suddenly erupted violently from a building in the middle of a crowded neighborhood. Sparks burst outward as the entire area descended into chaos within moments. A terrifying mud flood suddenly rushed down from the mountainside, sweeping away everything in its path. Thick mud rapidly surged across the bridge, causing the entire area to shake violently. People near the scene could only panic and run as the ground disappeared beneath the mud and debris. Floodwaters rose to terrifying levels and submerged almost the entire bridge within a short period of time. The raging muddy water flowed violently, throwing the entire area into panic and chaos. Violent floodwaters rushed down a narrow slope in the middle of the night and swept a vehicle away within seconds. Witnesses could only helplessly watch as the car struggled against the powerful and dangerous current. A truck suddenly lost control in the middle of heavy traffic, forcing nearby vehicles to swerve away in panic within seconds. A snowstorm turned the roads dangerously slippery, causing multiple vehicles to skid and lose control at an intersection. Strong winds even bent the traffic light pole, making the entire scene even more chaotic. The frozen lake created a breathtaking yet dangerous scene. A giant school of stingrays swirled around a female diver, creating an underwater scene so beautiful it looked like another world beneath the ocean. A meteor streaked across the sky just as a young man was preparing to swing his golf club. Could this really be a coincidence? A powerful gust of wind suddenly lifted an entire truck trailer into the air, causing nearby people to run away in panic.
津波津波津波津波津波津波いっぱいいっぱい津波。
Here we see a full-blown Force 10 storm raging in the North Sea.
Oh, that was by far the best, actually.
That was a good roll.
โอ้น้ำกระจายเลยอะคิดว่าหน้ามืดโอ้ตายแล้วแผ่นดินไหวแล้วเนี่ย
Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to be the first to see the latest videos. See you in the next video.